Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Odyssey. So today I'm here with my full review of the Xiaomi Mi 10T Pro 5G. Lots of words there, but a lot of words for a lot of great things because this phone is really good. I've been using it now for a while, did my unboxing, first impressions, 72-hour review, all that great stuff, and I've thoroughly enjoyed using it. Great haptic feedback, great speed, super snappy, solid camera, 144 Hz refresh rate on the screen. It just brings so much to the table, and then it caps it off with the 5,000 milliamp battery. So everything you need in here for fun, entertainment, excitement, awesomeness, and adventure, I guess, if you want to take it somewhere with you. But we're going to talk about all this, but before we get into it, I do want to say, if this is your first time stopping by the channel, I appreciate you being here. If you enjoy the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button, and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. Now let's talk about the phone. So like I was saying in the beginning, this is one of my most favorite phones this year. It has great battery life, you've got solid performance with the 144 Hz refresh rate screen. Super buttery smooth. It's great for playing video games, it's great for watching videos, especially if you're watching things like live action, sports, things with a lot of motion blur. You're not going to find much better than this out there. Now, it is an LCD screen, but it's actually a really good LCD screen. I was a little worried about it because when you're talking about, high intensity, premium, great screens, 120, 144 Hz refresh rates, a lot of the other flagship phones that are out now have AMOLEDs, like you look especially at Samsung. Well, this one does it with an LCD, and it does it with style. It looks really good. Full 1080p plus resolution. The pixel density is solid. The color saturation is good. It's got good balance. It's running MIUI 12, which is based on Android 10. This is the best iteration of MIUI I've ever used because it's very spec and hardware intensive. So a lot of the lower end phones, they might have some of that operating system lag between the page flipping and starting things up. But typically when you're using it though, once you get something running, it's fine. Well, with this one, it's got all the power, all the RAM, everything that you need to really enjoy the MIUI experience, and they do a good job on here. It's got a 108 megapixel camera on here, which is just ridiculous. Tons of megapixels, takes great photos, and it's got a 30 times zoom. It's got a 13 megapixel ultra wide and then a 5 megapixel macro lens camera, so you can take those nice, I like to call them National Geographic photos. Like you see on magazines, you see the up close picture, you see like little bugs, you see the little water droplets on something, and they're like super up close and personal. That's what these allow you to do. And the 5 megapixel, spot on for taking those macro pictures. When it comes to video, you can actually shoot 8K on here, up to 30 frames per second. And then if you dial it down to 4K, you've got 30 and 60 frames per second. You can even do 1080p, all that good stuff. You're good to go. And you've got plenty of storage space on here with the 256 gigabytes of storage. So you've got that going for you as well. You've also got the 20 megapixel camera on the front, but it's limited to 1080p at 30 frames per second. I don't know why they do that. The primary camera is just so capable with the other resolutions and all that other good stuff. So 1080p at 30, it's fine. It's just, it's not as impressive. It's not. So it's powered by a 5,000 milliamp battery. That's some serious battery power, and it does make the phone a little on the heavy and the slightly more thick side. It is not like crazy bulky. It's very sleek. It feels very much like the Samsung Galaxy S20. But 5,000 milliamp battery, that's tons of battery. It's got 33 watts of charging power, so you can charge it pretty quick that way. And then to top it off, you've got stereo speakers that go along with the whole package that give you really good sound. This phone, I have really enjoyed using it a lot. I love the haptic feedback on it. It's got a really strong and concise motor in there, so it pinpoints the vibration whenever you're typing on the screen. It makes it for a really nice experience. And it's kind of surprising at first because a lot of haptic vibration motors in phones don't have a really snappy or really strong response. This one, it's very sharp, like not going to cut you or anything. It's just very, very tuned, and I like that. It makes typing a pleasure, and you're going to be able to do that brilliantly because you've got this huge screen to do it on. So it's got a lot of good things going for it. I even like the fingerprint sensor. It's built into the power button. It's got a physical fingerprint sensor over here on the side, which I like. Very fast. You can use it quick, fast, and in a hurry. So that's really good. You've also got facial recognition if you want to use that. It's the simple facial recognition, but it works. So no problems there. It's not as secure and as awesome as the Face ID you get on like Apple phones. But this one with the fingerprint sensor built into the power button, I like it a lot. I'm really not a big fan of the ones underneath the screen. Yes, they're getting better and better, but the old reliable actual hardware buttons to me are still the best experience. Now, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. It doesn't have wireless charging. I'm actually okay with that because the battery size is pretty large. Like if it were like a 3,000, 3,500 milliamp battery, I'd be like, what are you doing with all this space? You really should have a wireless charging coil in there. And also it doesn't have an IP rating, so no IP68, no IP67. You definitely don't take this in the water. And don't drop it in the pool or any of that stuff. Should be splash resistant just fine. Shouldn't have any issues carrying it around. If it starts raining, put it in your pocket or whatever. But just need to throw it out there that no, it's not water resistant. You can't throw it in the pool, and there's no wireless charging. But like I was saying though, I've really enjoyed using this phone. It's great for social media. It's great for regular media. It's great for gaming. It's got a beautiful screen on it, and it's a lot of fun, especially because it doesn't break the bank. I mean, we're talking about a $600 or less phone here. It's not like you're going out and spending $13.99, like the S20 Ultra was early this year, $12.99 for the Note, $10.99 for the iPhone 12 Pro Max. This gives you a 6.67-inch LCD display. It's got 144 Hz refresh rate, HDR10 Plus compatible, 500 nits baseline brightness. I mean, it's a very complete package whenever you talk about phones. And what's even more complete is that the price is not astronomical. It's just balanced really well. Great battery life, great performance, Snapdragon 865. It's got everything that you can ask for, and I think that Xiaomi did a really good job with this one. It just competes really well, and Samsung and other manufacturers are lucky that this isn't marketed and on shelves here in the US, because this would give those phones a serious run for their money. Like, I've been using this one and I don't think twice about the other ones. And what I do think about though is the price, because when you look at those, there's some seriously expensive phones, and then you can get two of these for the price of like an S20 Ultra or a Note 20 Ultra. So it brings a lot of value and a lot of performance. One thing you need to be concerned with though, if you're here in the United States, it doesn't have a whole lot of LTE bands. It is a 5G phone, but it's not 5G capable in the United States. It's not really marketed towards this region. It's more geared towards the Asian and European markets. Over there, the 5G should work. Here, the 5G doesn't work. So, I mean, it is what it is in that regard, but I don't have any problems using it unlocked, GSM unlocked LTE here with T-Mobile, or it should work with AT&T, Mint Mobile, Metro by T-Mobile. Those subsidiaries, they fall under, use the same network spectrum. So, yeah. That's the only real concern that I have. But other than the LTE bands and no 5G, even though it is a 5G phone here, it just, because it's not capable with our 5G networks, I like it a lot. I give it 2 thumbs up if it's something you're looking into. And if you want to pick one up just because you like trying out new stuff, you want to try something other than Samsung or Google or Apple, then this is great. I mean, Xiaomi's a very reputable brand. They've been around for a long time. They make tons of phones, especially over on the other side of the world. And I'm glad that they sent this out to me as a review unit. I've enjoyed using it, enjoyed testing it out, and it's really refreshing to get something that's a really solid phone other than just, the usual names over here in the United States. So that's all I've got on my review of the phone. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comments section. I'll get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.